Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest. We've got just a couple more videos left of what's felt like a long season because of all the European stuff. But today we're taking on FCSB. We're going to have ourselves a Bucharest derby. We're about halfway through the Championship playoff group. After this, there'll be 3 more games which will all be coming in the next video to wrap up Season 7. But let's go through what happened last time because something very strange happened. So last time we took on Red Star Belgrade in the quarterfinals of the Europa Conference League. This was after knocking out their city rival Partizan Belgrade. We unfortunately went out 2-1 on aggregate. However, in this first leg there were not 2 goals scored. And granted, we weren't great in this match, didn't deserve to win it, but had it only been 1-0 like it should have been, then we would have gone to extra time. Pankov scored the penalty. I'm happy with that, but there's no second goal up here. Wait a minute. Where's this 94th minute one come from? It's changed again. It's changed again. Okay, things have just got even weirder. I've just gone back to the match, and it's different again. What the fuck? I don't know what's happened, but I think it might be because just after they scored the penalty, we made some substitutions. We changed things up, made a lot of tweaks. And I think that has affected the game somehow because we seem to have some sort of divergence with like other matches. I don't know. I don't really understand how it works because when we played this last time, there was only 1 goal. And in the match analysis as well, in the analytical data, there was only 1 goal. Now it's different again. So I've got no idea what's going on. And unfortunately, the goal that never was has cost us a place in the semi-finals of the Europa Conference League. We won the second leg 1-0. So had it been 1-0 in both legs, we would have been playing extra time. We never got that. We never got the chance to play it. So yeah, a little bit robbed, even though we weren't great. So today we're taking on FCSB at home. Played 6 games so far in the playoffs. Let's see how they went. Hopefully today will go off without a hitch. So first up, it was a pretty routine 3-0 win at home against Craiova, far and away the better side, barely allowed them a sniff at our goal. And Ismail scored himself a hat-trick, a 7th minute goal to make it 1-0, and then a late brace to get his second and third goals to get himself his hat-trick. Yeah, nice performance. You know, we got a win in the second leg against Red Star, but this was much, much, much better. Then we did face FCSB away from home. We haven't beaten these guys this season. This is our 4th season in the first division, I think. And so far, like each season we've been in this first division, we've beaten FCSB at least once per season. This season, we've yet to beat them. They beat us 4-2 very early in the season. We had a 2-2 draw. We had another draw. Today, hopefully, we can maybe get something against them because we haven't beaten them this season. But this away game ended 2 goals apiece. It was 1-0 just before half-time. Koman, who's been a real thorn in our side in these fixtures, made it 1-0. And then Ismail got himself another brace to put us in front. He scored a penalty on the 83rd minute and then made it 2-1 on the 89th minute. And we were looking on top. And I thought we'd get the 3 points, but old Lokokwi had to go and spoil it, didn't he? 92nd minute goal to equalise for FCSB and made sure that we left with just the 1 point. After that, we hosted Gaz, won 2-1. Bit of revenge for them beating us. It was in between the 2 Partizan legs, I think it was, but they beat us 3-1 there, and we were dreadful. This one, much better. We scored 2 fairly early goals, and it was Nezovic who scored a 12th minute goal to make it 1-0, and then Vera Martin scored his first goal for the club on the 15th minute to make it 2-0. Nice to see Nezovic score. He did play up top for this one because Ismail was in real need of a rest. Nezovic, I think his time at the club is maybe coming to a close. We'll speak a bit more about transfers maybe next video once the season's done. But Diaz did get a goal back on the 63rd minute through Mal, but that's all they could manage. It was a pretty close game, and I think another time they maybe could have got a draw. But we did well to get the 3 points here. After that, we finally got one over on Kindia Targovic Day. They knocked us out of the cup this season. They beat us 4-3 not that long ago. We finally managed to get our win over them this year. They've been a tough nut to crack this season. They've been a really difficult team. And it was Mikkelsen who got us a goal inside 3 minutes to make it 1-0. And then, of course, Takac had to score against us because he always scores against us. And he equalised for Kindia in the 11th minute. Mikkelsen managed to give us the lead once again. 24th minute goal, his second of the game, to make it 2-1. And then Martin, you wait for a goal to come and he scores twice in back-to-back games. 32 minutes, we were 3-1 up. And then Ismail once again managed to grab a late goal, 82nd minute. It was 4-1. And a really, really pleasing performance. We've had some wins recently, but the performances haven't quite been there. This was just a great team performance, and I was really pleased with it. And then we had to go and mess up the form by losing 2-0 away against Viitorul. And again, we were rotten in this one. Barely a chance created. Martin had a bad game. Mikkelsen had a horrible game. It was just poor. It just wasn't good. And it was 2 second half goals for Viitorul. Saar scored on 67 minutes to make it 1-0. Nietzsche scored on 83 minutes to make it 2. We ended the match with 10 men. Martin got a couple of late bookings. Got himself sent off. No big deal. But yeah, dreadful performance away against Viitorul. And then lastly, it was a stalemate in a boring game against Craiova. 0-0 here. Just 4 shots on target in the whole match. We defended well, but didn't manage to get a goal, unfortunately. We had the ball in the net once. Dinoza was disallowed. But yeah, stalemate here. And we are just 48 hours removed from this match. So fitness is a problem, as it always is with these playoffs, because they're played so close together. After 6 matches, we currently sit top of the table, but just by a point. Viitorul are in second on 41, and FCSB are 3 points behind us on 39. So if they win, if they beat us, they will join us on 42. Gaz are on 38, Craiova are on 34, and Kindia are on 33. So that's where we pick things up. FCSB at home, the next match. So we're going to play the final 3 games all in a bumper episode on Tuesday. But let's see if we can get a win this season against FCSB, because we haven't done it yet. Okay, so we've got a bit of trouble in defence. Zubile is not fit, so Cimpiano is going to move to right back. Manalake is suspended, so Ilya Nikolic is going to play. This is going to be some team that we're putting out here. Lukovic is tired, Martinez tired, Mikkelsen's tired. We're going to put Netu in at left back though, because he has played well. Lukovic has been sort of rested and sort of dipping in and out of the first 11. Played well. Netu's come in and he's been pretty solid. I think we might have to play Nikolic and Sukar, which I don't think we've had that pairing play this season. So that might be an issue, but I don't really have much of an alternative, unfortunately. Martina is going to drop to the bench in place of Toma. We're going to start Nezovic. Now, I know I said I'd address this next time, but he's got a year left on this deal, and he has not been playing as... He had a great start to the season, but if you look at his recent form, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great at all. 6.83 average rating. Okay, let's send the team out, and let's see what we can do in this home game against FCSB. Bit of a makeshift squad. Nikolic and Sukar I don't think have played together, so this might be a disaster, but let's see what we can do. Oh, we're off to a great start because Nezovic has got a bruised shin. I'm not taking him off yet. It's too early. He looks fine. He's fine. Cimpiano won a free kick here in the 16th minute. Moron gives it back to him. And the Gambian returns it again. Sukar, who has not played a lot this season, but is playing today out of necessity. Dinoza to Moron. Good build up here. Good spell of possession. Can he get across the way? It's Toma. And Toma. Oh, Bobbers, what are you doing? He almost fumbled that. Moron might actually have to come off. Bruised ankle. There's 10 minutes. Can he hold on for 10 minutes? I reckon he can. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, I think one of Moron or Nezovic is going to have to come off, I think. Not both of them, but one of them definitely. Ilya for FCSB. Here's Craiu. And Nikolic, has been taken out of the game. And Kabayev's through. And good save by Errors. Okay, half-time, it's 0-0. It's not been a great game, but let's see what we can get in the second half. Let's go for a fans team talk. This is a derby that sometimes does carry some weight, but hasn't really done so here. We're going to bring on Martin. He's got in back-to-back games. We're going to see what he can do. Oh, Nezovic has now been fully injured and has to come off. That's not good. But this has been a dreadful match. I can't believe this is the one we're going to have on camera, this game. Bondarenko to Lokokwi. Dragomir. 65 minutes on the clock. Olaru gets the ball. He's got a few players to beat here, but he has got like 5 red shirts in support there. They've got a lot of players forwards and just 2 back, so we could hopefully break here, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Here's Olaru and Ilya, and it's wide. Okay, we're going to go a bit more direct. We need to try and do something here because it's not been a great game. It's been a dull game. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be Dinoza coming off. No, it's not because we don't have anyone else. Right, it's going to be Nedalea coming off. It's going to be Vasilescu coming on. I'm going to go attacking for the last 10 minutes because I feel like it. But it looks like it's going to be a draw, 0-0. 2 0-0s in a row, and apologies, today's game is a ball draw. 0-0. Very few highlights. Do you know what? I'm playing another match. Fuck it. That was supposed to be a derby. That was pushing and shoving and calling names in the playground. Okay, Nezovic only out for a couple of days. Morong only out for a day. That's fine. Okay, we're playing another match. What the hell? I think it's Gaz. It is Gaz. So we'll play that because that game was dreadful. And the next episode we'll have Vitorul and Kindia in a double to end the season. So Gaz drew against Vitorul. It ended 2-2. So we are still top of the table. Gaz also played the day after us. So we are a bit fresher than they are. Vitorul are away against Craiova. If they better our result, they might leapfrog us. And Gaz, if they win, could go just a point behind us. This is still anybody's to win. Okay, Zubile's back in the side. Lukovic will go back in the side. Manalake will go back in. He served his ban. We'll put Nikolic onto the bench, though. Right, Denoza on the left. Mikkelsen on the right. Double inverted winger. It's a bold strategy, Cotton, but let's see if it pays off. I think we're going to leave Toma out. He didn't do well last time round. We should have Martina back. We do. I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go Nedele and Martina Morong midfield. Vasilescu's on the bench. Martin's on the bench. I'm happy with that. Okay, I think that's what we're going to go with. Okay, the FCSB game was a board draw. Let's see if this one's any better. We haven't won in our last 3 games. Really, we need to start winning. Otherwise, we are not going to retain this title. It appears that Vitor will have scored. That's not good news. We haven't had a shot yet. Craiova have equalised, so we're back on top. With 2 games to go. This is extremely tight. And it's been a half of 0 highlights. If we have another 0-0 draw, I don't know what I'm going to do. Right, second half. Encourage. Guys, can I please just see some highlights? This is actually taking the piss. 20 minutes left. We haven't had any highlights. What am I supposed to do? Game. I'm making some subs. Ismail has not had a thing to do up front. Let's bring on Nezovic. Right, 2 changes. Game, please just give me some highlights. Okay, we've got a 90-minute corner. It's headed away. It's Florescu. Oh, God, Dikanu's through. It's going to be a goal. They're going to win. No, good save. That's going to be the one highlight we see all game. This game is just like pissing me off at the moment. So last time we had the ghost goal, and now it doesn't want to show us any goals at all. Are you trying to piss me off? I'm not happy with the performance. I think we had 1 shot on target. What is going on? What is going on? How are we still top of the table when we haven't won our past 4 games? How are we doing this? But I don't know how we're still top of the table when we haven't won in 4 matches. FCSB lost at home to Kindia. And Craiova beat Vitorul 3-1. And they're out of the race. So the teams around us are losing as well. So I don't know how we're pulling this off. But this we've had 2 absolutely boring matches. And yet we're still top of the table despite not winning in our past 4 games. I can't play another match. I just can't. Right, so we've had 3 goalless draws in a row, including Craiova. And we didn't score against Vitorul. We haven't scored in 4 matches. When was the last time that happened? Has it ever happened? The goals have just completely dried up. We went from conceding goals that didn't even happen to not seeing any goals whatsoever. This has been the weirdest end of season I've ever had. No question about it. We've had ghost goals. We've had VAR decisions which have gone our way. Some that haven't. We haven't scored in 4 matches. We've had 3 0-0s in a row. What is going on? Okay, we've got 2 games left of this season. We've got Vitorul at home. We've got Kindia away. I would love for there to be some goals in these games, preferably for us. At this point, I don't care if we lose 5-0. I want to see some goals. I can't play any more on camera today, unfortunately. I'm sorry that we've had 0 goals in 2 matches, but I don't really know what else to do. So next time, we'll have Vitorul and Kindia. Last 2 games of the season. As it stands, we are somehow still top of the table with 2 games to go. So next time we're going to wrap up the season, see if we can defend our title, like in one of the most underwhelming ways possible. but we'll see if we can do it. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, despite the lack of goals, then do drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support and help the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We're less than 25 subs from 1,000, so it'd be nice to get that hopefully by the end of the month. And if I do, then I will give away a copy of Football Manager 2021 from my own pocket. Next time, Vitarol and Kindia, last 2 games of the season. I'd love for there to be some goals. These past 2 videos have been probably 2 of the strangest that I've ever made for YouTube. It's been so weird. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.